What's up, gentlemen? Rapscane here. What you're looking at in the background is a killing frenzy, along with some multi-kill disappointments on the Halo 5 Beta Forge map, Pegasus. So in Monday's video, we talked about the whole split screen thing with Halo 5, and I got a lot of great feedback and thoughts from you guys, and I enjoyed making the video so much that I want to make a series of it where I'm going to be asking you guys questions both through here on YouTube and through Twitter, and I'll be featuring your guys' answer here in the videos. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and a really great way to boost up that Halo 5 hype train. In Monday's video and on Twitter yesterday, I asked you guys, which of Halo 5's multiplayer modes are you looking forward to the most? Arena or Warzone? When it comes to myself, it's honestly really difficult to choose one or the other. I think they both bring some really great things to the table and complement each other quite well. And to be honest, I'm just really great to see that we get both sides of the coin. So the fact that everyone starts off with the same weapons and ability in both modes is definitely a plus in my book. I also really like that the rec card system seems to have a really nice balance between the modes as well. So like for instance, you only get cosmetic items in Arena. I definitely think that's going to cut down on the whole randomness factor. So you know, again, it's really great to see that both sides of the coin are going to be accounted for here. The more competitive crowd can have their intense 4v4 even start action complete with in-game visible ranks, and the more casual crowd can have, you know, the 24-player almost limitless customization options and AI enemies on the map all at the same time. Like it's seriously like having your cake and eating it too. It seems like the full spectrum of the Halo community are getting a lot of what we've been asking for over the years, and it's like freaking exciting. It really is. However, at the same time, I do have my worries for both multiplayer modes. I think myself and a lot of others can agree that the custom loadouts coupled with the randomness of the ordnance system in Halo 4 made things a little bit too chaotic and muddy. And I worry that Warzone may be riding on the edge or playing with fire, so to speak, when it comes to the randomness and chaos that game mode seems to have. I'm also really worried that Warzone may get stale after a while. Like in Arena multiplayer, we know we have a lot of different game types to choose from, like CTF, Strongholds, Breakout, and really like even just straight up Slayer. But from what I've gathered so far, it looks like Warzone will largely just be killing bosses, capturing bases, and blowing up cores. And like that sounds awesome, but I'm kind of scared we're going to have a Titanfall effect. It's like it's awesome at first, but for how long? On the other side of the coin, I also have my worries with Arena as well. One of my biggest issues that I had with the beta and one of my biggest fears for the final game is that 343 is going to make all Arena playlists ranked all the time. In the beta, this led to like a lot of alienation of players with like different skill levels, and a lot of times I wouldn't even play the game unless I had a full team because I was so scared I was going to D-rank or not be able to play as competitively as I was like to. Like you like seriously just got destroyed, it seemed like, every time you went in there by yourself. And I don't think that simply having Warzone as the only casual player's option is going to cut it for me. And again, I'm optimistic that 343 knows what they're doing. A lot like with the red card system, I'm pretty optimistic about that. But I'm really like a simple unranked Arena playlist could easily resolve that issue. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be too big of a deal. And I am, again, optimistic that 343 knows what they're doing when it comes to that. So, but when it boils down to it, if I had to choose between Arena or Warzone, I would definitely choose Arena. Although I do enjoy the big, huge VTB battles, the mass majority of the time, I'm looking to play on a somewhat competitive level, and I think it's going to be especially true in Halo 5 now that we've got in-game ranks. Back in the beta, like my initial ranking was a gold 2, and I grinded all the way up to semi-pro rank, and I had an absolute blast every time I did it. And like the grind was seriously the grind was real, and this time around I'm going to do it all the way from iron rank, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So you know, those are my personal thoughts on Arena and Warzone. So let's see what you guys had to say about it when I asked you on the YouTubes and Twitter. First up, we have Bladed Arbiter. It says Warzone because it's new and looks really fun. Still doing campaign first. Yeah, I'm the same way. Before I actually jump into either Arena or Warzone, I'm going to play the campaign through its entirety because I would be absolutely furious if somebody spoiled the campaign for me on Twitter or something on the internet. So, got to play that campaign all the way through first. That is a no-brainer there for me. Up next, we have Gabias6. Been a long time since I've seen a Gabias6 comment. He says, I'm looking forward to neither Arena nor Warzone. Can't feasibly play with a friend in the same room as was possible with every other Halo game. And Halo simply isn't as fun without friends or even just people you can see and hear in real life. The last 3 or 4 games haven't been satisfying enough in their own right to match that experience for me. If split screen or LAN were a thing, then Arena would catch my attention more. You have a greater impact on what happens and it seems less impersonal than Warzone. And yeah, I definitely do respect that decision, man. I know a lot of people aren't really just digging Halo 5 in general, and you know that definitely does suck. I feel for you, man. Up next, we have Crazed Spartan. And he actually had a comment on the previous video, but we're going to just scan through. Okay, so as for the question, I'm looking more forward to Arena than Warzone. I can easily see having a good time in both, especially with friends. Yeah, and I agree. It's really, really nice to have both sides of the coin accounted for, both the competitive and casual playlist. So I'm definitely looking forward to both of them. But my preference would be Arena. Zerul X11 is up next, and he says, Arena will always be my home, but if Warzone can emulate big battles like Red Orchestra, PlanetSide 2, it will be fun with friends. Yeah, and I've been really interested in PlanetSide 2. I don't really have a PC to game with, but if I did, I would definitely check out PlanetSide 2, because that just has like enormous sci-fi battles, and it looks fun as hell, to be honest. Up next, Modest Major says, I have to give a lame answer and say that it's the inclusion of both Arena and Warzone that has me excited. When I'm not in the mindset to try hard or don't have a full team on the go, Warzone is going to be perfect for goofing off and just enjoying the more sandbox-oriented aspects of Halo gameplay. Arena multiplayer kind of speaks for itself, a staple of the Halo series, and will be great to sink our teeth into and see what kind of depth and longevity the gameplay can provide. I might be leaning a tiny bit towards Warzone based on the excitement alone, just because it's a fresh game type and the hype levels will be a little more. Yeah, and I definitely do get it. Warzone looks fun as hell. I definitely want to try it out. I'm just kind of worried that it's going to get stale pretty quickly. I'm worried that just the fact that there's not many game types is going to cause it to be stale for me, kind of like with the Titanfall effect. But definitely looking forward to Warzone as well. The hype levels are definitely there. Up next, we have Cleanup. He says, I'm looking forward to Arena the most because of the ranks and skill matchmaking, but I am kind of torn because in Warzone, you might be able to unlock rec packs quicker to get awesome skins and stuff. Arena for the win, but Warzone will be the ultimate big team battle. Agreed, yeah, ultimate big team battle is like a really good way to describe that. Just Some Twat says, I don't know, like I used to get so excited for Halo games, but I ended up getting disappointed because they were never as good as Halo 3 in my opinion. So I'm not looking forward to the multiplayer of Halo 5 at all. The campaign I'm looking forward to though. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, and again, and I know a lot of people after Halo 3 they fell off. They just really didn't dig the way that Halo was going. And again, I do respect that opinion. Elite Assassin's up next. He says, Arena! I think Warzone looks like fun, but the Arena playlist will be where I am most of the time. Arena hype. Agreed, sir. Unishek says, both. I'm excited for all the different things in Halo 5 has to offer. I can't pick favorites. And that, yeah, I was kind of on the fence as well, but in the end, I would have to lean more towards Arena myself. After Unishek, we have Bubaka Dragoon. What's up, sir? He says, Arena. Really excited to see them focus on the features like spec mode and weapon tuning that doesn't require patches. Hashtag excited. And I am hashtag excited with you, sir. And lastly, to wrap things up, we have Hyperlong GT, otherwise known as Hyperion GT, says, I'm looking forward to Arena more, of course. Warzone will be cool as well, but I will be spending most of my time in Arena, so hopefully it will be amazing and have a great lineup of maps, and I hope so as well. So, those are all the responses we got on the Twitters and YouTube. For the next episode, Hyperion left it on a really great note. It's actually a really good segue into my question for next time, and that is, if you could pick any map from Halo's past and put it into Halo 5, which one would you pick? What map would you like to see in Halo 5? I'm going to be asking the same question and others on Twitter, so definitely be sure to follow me over there on @RapsGaming, so that way you'll definitely have a chance to be featured on the next episode. So if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, guys, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Friday.
Rapskainer.